I've been thinking about where all of this started. Why did I move the way I do now? It all comes from somewhere. It's not random. I share a one-bedroom apartment with my mom. I sleep in the living room. I never had my own room. Never. And I'm not using this if people say, "Oh, I feel don't feel sad for me," anything like that. No, no. This is just how I grew up. This is what the situation was, and that's what it is, right? It was just always my mom and I. I never, no father in the household, things like that. I always see, male mentors, guys here and there, right? But I didn't grow up living in this mansion or, siblings. I'm the only child, right? And I always noticed, I always asked myself, why did my mom and I continue to stay in this one bedroom apartment, right? And I knew how hard it was for my mom just by herself. Rent is high. She had to pay all the bills by herself and put food in the refrigerator, take me to school. She did a lot to sacrifice for me. And that's why I say, and I already knew at a young age, I'm gonna have to be the one to take my mom's out of the situation, take us out of the situation. I already knew that. And when I looked at the road, I'm like, wow, it's going to be a very long road, right? To be able to change you guys' life, get us away from what we known to put us in something that we always dreamed about. That's a tough road. So I always ask myself, how can I sleep in the bed in the morning? How can I sleep more hours in my bed knowing that I'm sleeping in the living room and my mom is tired of living here? We have too many memories here. How can I sleep extra hours knowing that my mom is still working hard and she hates her job, and she don't hate her job, but she would love to retire? How can I sleep knowing that there's still homeless people out there without a shelter, without no food? They don't know where their next meal is coming from. How can I go to sleep when the man that I see in my head is waiting for me to change my life? How can I sleep knowing that God gave me breath in the morning just for me to be average? How can I do that? Like I said, growing up in a one-bedroom apartment, I knew, yeah, I have roof over my head, clothes on my back, shoes on my feet, but I don't want to be comfortable. This is not comfortable. Not having your own room, not having your own privacy. I never had that. The only time I had that was in college, but even then I didn't have that because I was sleeping in the dorm. And then again, I'm not blaming my mom for it. This has nothing to do with my mom. My mom is a beautiful mother. She worked her behind off. That woman sacrificed so much for me. So now it's time for me to sacrifice a lot for her. Sacrifice a lot for my future self, for the Most High, for my girlfriend, and then for our future kids, for the world. There's people that is waiting, that is walking on their road right now, that don't even know how to walk their road. But if you are walking this path of grinding, becoming the best version of yourself every single day, shining your light, being obsessed with excellence, being obsessed with health and wealth, you don't think you want to inspire people? That's what it's all about. We're not walking on this road by ourselves, being selfish, and that's not what it's all about. That's not what it's all about. So I said to myself, and sleep is important, but I don't want to sleep that long. I got to get up. Let me get to the gym to build discipline, put muscle in my mind and my heart and my word. Let me study languages so God forbid, when I do travel the world and I do see different people, everybody's not going to speak English. So what if I knew Spanish, which I do? What if I knew sign language? What if I knew French? What if I knew Japanese? Oh, now we're becoming that person. Now we're becoming that guy. What if I create financial income, financial stability for myself so my mom can retire? Oh my goodness. So my mom can retire and I can give the life that she always dreamed of. What if you can give the life that you always dreamed of to your significant, to your loved ones? You don't ever have to work again because they work so hard for you, and now you can give them that peace. Now you can give them that comfort. But you can't give them comfort if you're in comfort in your beginning stages. It's just not possible. It's just not possible. So being in this 1 bedroom apartment didn't break me. It built me. It built me to the man that I am today, to be hungry, to be philosophical, to be wanting to help people, to understand me as a man. These 4 walls that I've been in here taught me a lot about myself. It's just you. It's just me versus me. That's it. And it's just you versus you. But this is why, like I said, I train. I'm making these videos. I'm learning languages. This is why I'm going harder, working overtime, working 9 days straight, doing the things that I need to do. If we're not, there's gonna be some things that we don't want to do, but we gotta do it because that's the right thing to do. So I can't be average. I can't be. And if average is what some people want, that's fine. But if you want to be excellent, if you want to change your family's trajectory, change a whole entire generation, you can't be average. Cannot be. And I already told myself when I wrote these things down, I told myself, this is what I'm gonna have to do. This is how I have to be. It is what it is. But I love the process. I love the grind. I love waking up knowing that, okay, I have another day to get better. I love waking up saying, you know what? It's time to get to work. This is why I do what I do.